Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Today is March 25th, 2015, better known as Batman v Superman Day. And we're going to review real quick the Men, Women, and Children. This is the movie that was released October 17, 2014. I'm just now getting the opportunity to watch it. Runtime is 119 minutes, right about 2 hours, okay? And it is something that is refreshing as far as the cinema is concerned, man. I really like the way that director Jason Reitman, I think that he did a great job bringing in the technology, the Twitter, the Facebook, the MySpace, the Instagram, Tumblr, the internet in general. And it's something that I think every single adult should watch. Okay, it shows you the dangers of overprotecting, overbearing, how do you want to say it? Parents that just don't allow their kids to have freedom. It also shows you the dangers of not, every once in a while checking on your kid, communicating as a family. And it's really, really, really good, man. Here's what the movie's about. A group of high school teenagers and their parents attempt to navigate the many ways the internet has changed their relationships, their communication, their self-image, and their love lives. And that's pretty much it, man. I don't want to ruin what book or what decade that they utilize, but there is something interstellar about this movie, which I found very interesting. I said, wow, I didn't see that coming. The teaser trailer and the trailer for this movie, Men, Women, and Children, I was in the theater in Hawaii watching this, and all of a sudden, it got me, man. I was excited, I was emotional, I was teary-eyed, I was anxious. There were so many emotions going through my mind as I'm sitting in the theater and I'm hearing this music. I'm seeing the on-screen little text and stuff, and I'm reading as fast as I can because everything's popping up so quickly. And I was ready to see it. I was very anxious, man, but I had to move, back and forth from Hawaii to Mississippi, and I didn't get an opportunity to actually watch it. But now I did, thanks to the xmovies8.co. It's really, really a good website that you can watch pretty much any movie that you want. Absolutely love this little website. Adam Sandler. Here's my thing, man. Punch Drunk Love for me was one of the greatest movies of all time, and it's one of Adam Sandler's top movies. This gets him back to those roles where you say, damn, why doesn't Adam Sandler come out with those movies? If Adam Sandler came out with more movies like Men, Women, and Children, Punch Drunk Love, then I think that the Sony executives that placed him in that email and said, we're tired of those shitty Adam Sandler movies every single summer after summer, I think that they wouldn't be feeling the same exact way. They would actually appreciate Adam Sandler and his genius, because he really, really is a great actor when he's not trying to be funny, but he's put into a situation that he can be funny if need be. But when he's serious, man, there's no stopping that guy. It really, really is a different person, man. This thing talks about relationships. It addresses some issues. If you don't communicate, your relationship is going to suffer. And communication pretty much is the focus for this thing. If you communicate, you'll have a really, really good life. If you don't communicate, things happen. I thought that the ending was a little predictable. I kind of figured out what was going to happen, pretty fast. And it was okay. It was still, enjoyable because it still, was filmed and directed very, very beautifully. Executed very, very, perfect, because it really got you feeling, what these characters are feeling, each and every character. I thought the surprising one and the surprising performance, man, came from Jennifer Garner, aka Batman's wife. And yeah, it was really cool because I was like, that's not Jennifer Garner. That's someone else. That's not, wow. Like, she was not Alias. She wasn't anything that you've ever seen her, like Elektra, none of that. She was like this mother who was so overbearing and so evil in the things that she did inside of this role, man. Like, you were kind of rooting for her daughter the entire time, because you just couldn't believe some of the stuff. But there's people in America. There's people in America, man, that do this to their children, you know. And she did a great job, man. One of the, I guess, surprising parts of the movie was J.K. Simmons. He's in the movie. And if you know when I say J.K. Simmons, I mean, we used to talk about J.K. Simmons and we immediately place him inside of Spider-Man, you know, but we don't do that anymore. We put him with Whiplash. And there was a moment where inside of Men, Women, and Children, there was a little bit of Whiplash. I will say that. And it just kind of lets you know how good this guy is, man. And he was in the movie about maybe, I'd say 6 or 7 minutes out of the entire movie. But the parts and scenes that he was in executed him, you know, perfectly. Dean Norris, the guy from Under the Dome, the guy from Breaking Bad, he's in this movie, and I thought he did a really good job, man. If there's anybody out there that plays those MMOs, MMRPs, whatever the hell they're called, you'll definitely enjoy those scenes, man. You're probably going to be a little upset, too, with what his character does to one of those, but yeah, you'll definitely like that. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here, the most surprising, what I mean by this is, if you are a fan of Arrested Development, there's a girl, this character called Kitty, okay? And Kitty's in this movie. She's in this movie, but she's a totally different character, man. And as soon as you see her, you'll recognize her. And it's just the things that her character does to her daughter, man, it's I don't know, man. That was tough to watch. I won't even lie about that. That was very tough to watch, man. I didn't know what the hell was going on with that, to be honest. And I was like, wow, there's probably some people out there. But it's kind of cool because, you know, there are people out here in the world that are actually doing that to their kids. And you know, that's a good opportunity, a good how do you want to say it? It's a good tool to use to show people the dangers of placing your kids in situations in which, you know, they shouldn't be placed in. And, you know, you don't have to continue doing that behavior. You can stop it if you want to, but it's your choice, man. I love the movie. I liked how it was almost like this Crash moment. If you know what I'm talking about, that movie called Crash that came out with, you know, way back in the day, got all the Academy Awards and all that stuff and all the Oscars or whatever. All the characters came together at the end of the movie. And I'm not going to tell you how or why, but I thought that they did that really well, man, because at the end of the movie, it's so intense. It's so intense, man. I still like how it ended, and I'm not going to tell you how it ended, you know what I'm saying? But I would have liked something else to happen, to kind of drive home some of the points inside of there. But I guess they were trying to stick it mostly to the book and the author, maybe trying to push an agenda a little bit, but they still, you know, posed that question and tried to answer it a little bit. But I think that they didn't really stick it out and kind of give you a definitive answer. It's like almost like you can kind of, you know, do your homework and then, you know, you come up with the answer or something like that. But I love the film, man. Rating, I would have to give it 7 out of 10 stars. 7 out of 10 stars. I would definitely add it to the you know, Blu-ray, the home video list and collection. As far as a price, I would get it on Black Friday when it's, I'd say $6 or $7 and below, man. I wouldn't see myself paying more than $12 for this thing, brand new. Straight out the box, man, because of the rewatchability factor, it's not there, man. And I thought that this one was actually going to be one of those that, you know, really has a really high rewatchability factor. And that's the thing too, man. As we go forward in time and the technology gets better with cinema, there's not a whole lot of movies besides like Man of Steel, X-Men Days of Future Past, Divergent. That's pretty much about it, man. Those are like my recent movies that I could say that I could sit there and rewatch a couple of times and they don't get old. So we'll see what happens, man. Hopefully, in the future, Avengers, Age of Ultron, stuff like that, we have a high rewatchability factor. Because right now, phase 2, man, it's not doing too good, man. Captain America Winter Soldier, I can watch it, but I got to fast forward a couple of parts. Thor the Dark World, I don't even watch that one. I don't even own Iron Man. I don't even own Thor. The only one I actually own is Captain America, man. And Guardians of the Galaxy, we're not even going to get started on that. But anyway, guys, that's it, man. Once again, man, check out check out Men, Women, and Children. You can get it on any video on demand service, or just go to X Movies 8. Just type it on Google. That's X Movies 8. And it should pop up to your first link. It should be like .co, so xmovies8.co. Right here, guys.